Welcome to Animal DNA, our extraordinary expedition through the animal kingdom. We'll explore the unique traits and characteristics of animals of all kinds, how species relate to one another, and ways in which they survive and thrive in their diverse environments around the planet. And so our journey begins. Today, we'll talk about rodents, including rats, mice, hamsters, guinea pigs, beavers, squirrels, groundhogs, and porcupines, to name a few. The order Rodentia is divided into 30 families, more than 2,000 species, and is the largest order of mammals. The earliest rodent fossils date back 65 million years, right after the extinction of dinosaurs. Due to the large variety, rodent species vary drastically in size and weight. The smallest rodents weigh less than an ounce, while the largest, like the capybara, can weigh up to 175 pounds. Rodents can be found in all types of habitats. Some live all their lives underground, others in forests. Some have adapted to urban life, such as certain types of rats, while others live in the desert. Still others, like the beaver, can even be found in aquatic environments. Most rodent species are omnivorous, eating both meat and plants. But some are herbivores, meaning they only eat plants. While clearly a diverse group, rodents do share common characteristics, such as teeth adapted for gnawing. All rodents have a single pair of continuously growing upper incisors that are matched with undeveloped lower incisors. They must gnaw on objects to grind down their front teeth. If they don't, their teeth will grow too long for their mouth and make it difficult for them to eat. Rodents have an important ecological role to play. They constitute a large part of terrestrial ecosystems as they reproduce rapidly and in large numbers. This makes them a steady and reliable food source for predators. However, their overabundance can also cause negative environmental, economic, and human health impacts. For example, the capybara is host to the star tick, which can transfer a host of diseases to humans. Rats, likewise, are considered an urban pest due to their high numbers in cities and because they too can transmit diseases. Rodents are divided into 5 suborders. Ceromorpha, which includes species like guinea pigs, squirrels, and marmots, among others. Castoromorpha, which includes beavers and some species of mice. Myomorpha, which includes families of rats and hamsters. The family Muridae is housed under this order. It's the largest order, with more than 650 species. Anomaluromorpha, which consists of flying squirrels and flying mice, among other species. And Hystricomorpha, which include a large variety of species, such as porcupines, chinchillas, and capybaras. Now let's take a look at a rodent that is often linked with scientific experiments. Anyone want to play the guinea pig on this and take a guess as to what animal we're talking about? That's right. In addition to being a beloved pet, guinea pigs are often used for scientific research. Guinea pigs have plump bodies and small ears, but no tails. Full-grown adults can range in length from 8 to 19 inches. They stand about 5 inches tall and usually weigh about 2 pounds. Their front legs have 4 toes, and their hind legs have 3 toes. Each toe has a sharp claw at the tip. While some guinea pigs have been domesticated, other species still thrive in the wild. Wild guinea pigs can be found in South America, living near forests and swamps. They prefer low vegetation and rocky soils. These undomesticated rodents have long, thick, gray or brown fur and spend the day in underground burrows. They come out at night to eat grass and leaves. Domestic guinea pigs can have coats that are long or short, rough or soft, with coloring that can be black, white, caramel, cream, or brown. True or false? Otters are rodents. If you said false, you're right. The answer is no. Otters are not rodents. Rather, they are members of the weasel family. Otters live in aquatic environments, spend much of their time in the water, and remain playful even as adults. They love to glide along riverbanks and snow. They can be found in Africa, the Americas, Europe, and Asia. We'll be right back with more Animal DNA. Welcome back to Animal DNA. Let's see if you can answer this trivia question. Which of the following animals are rodents? Bats, rabbits, raccoons, mongooses? The answer is none. Although they all share a similar appearance with rodents, each belongs to its own order of animals. Bats belong to the order Chiroptera, the second largest order of mammals in terms of the number of species, only surpassed by, you guessed it, rodents. Mongooses aren't rodents either. In fact, we use the term mongoose to refer to several species of mammals belonging to the Herpestidae family. Raccoons are a mammal of the Procyonidae family, originally from the Americas. And while rabbits do gnaw with their large teeth, they too are not rodents. Rabbits, along with hares, belong to the family Leporidae. The most significant feature that differentiates all rabbits from rodents is their teeth. Rabbits and hares have 6 incisors, 4 teeth above and 2 below. All rodent species have only 4 incisors, 2 above and 2 below. Let's continue through the realm of rodents. When you think rodent, rats and mice may very well be the first animals that come to mind. Rats and mice may vary when it comes to size, but look pretty similar otherwise. The average body length of adult rats is 9 to 11 inches, and an extra 7 to 9 inches are tacked on with the tail. An adult mouse can grow to be approximately 5 to 7 inches in length total, tail included. So rats are generally more than twice as large as their mice cousins. The average male adult rat weighs 0.6 to 1 pound. Females weigh about 0.5 to 0.7 pounds. Mice weigh in around just an ounce. The fur on both rats and mice can be gray, white, black, or brown. They both have sharp teeth, which they use to defend themselves against birds, snakes, and other predators. Both are nocturnal animals. They live all over the world, in the countryside and forests, as well as cities. Although they hide in confined spaces and are difficult to spot. Urban rats eat everything they find and have been known to gnaw through walls and telephone wires. In nature, rats eat leaves, branches, seeds, roots, and small animals. At only a few months old, a female rat is ready to reproduce and can give birth to 150 young each year. Humans have a complicated relationship with mice. Some see them as pests, though others keep them as pets. Mice are also used by researchers in medical experiments. Another member of the rodent family is the hamster. Despite their small size, like rats, squirrels, and beavers, hamsters have large incisor teeth they use for gnawing and biting. Another fun fact is they are one of the few animals that are born with already developed teeth. In the wild, hamsters live in dry regions of Central Europe, the Middle East, and other parts of Asia. They dig burrows consisting of tunnels and subway chambers, which they use for sleeping and food storage. Hamsters have become popular pets, especially the golden hamster, which is originally from Syria. They have plump bodies, short tails, and coats with various colors. Adult hamsters can grow to be anywhere from 2 to 4 inches long and weigh from 1 to 16 ounces. Their eyesight is poor, but their sense of smell and hearing are well developed. The hamster is also a nocturnal animal, so it sleeps during the day and is active at night. Large pouches inside their cheeks are filled with food, which they carry to their burrows. Like rats, hamsters eat almost everything, but their diet mostly consists of seeds and grains. Most hamsters live about 3 years. They can begin breeding at only 2 months old. Females can have 1 litter per month, giving birth to between 1 and 13 offspring at a time. We'll be right back with more animal DNA. Welcome back. Let's see if you can answer this trivia question. What is the largest rodent in existence? The paca or tepezquintle, the capybara, the mara, the coypu. If you said capybara, you're correct. Native to South America, the capybara can be found from the banks of the Orinoco River in Venezuela to the banks of the La Plata River in Argentina. They also roam through almost all of Brazil. Their numbers are the greatest in the Amazon, the Pantanal, and the wetlands of the Rio Grande do Sul. Here are some capybara facts. Capybaras are herbivores and live in herds near lakes, rivers, and swamps. They have webbed feet, which makes them excellent swimmers and divers. Their bodies are plump and tailless. Their heads contain small ears, and their fur is brown. Capybaras are usually roughly 40 to 50 inches long and about 20 inches tall from foot to shoulder. They tend to weigh 60 to 175 pounds, and females are usually a little larger than males. Now let's turn our attention to an industrious craftsman, the beaver. Beavers are mammals known for their ability to build. They use branches, rocks, and mud to erect structures called dams. They build dams along rivers to block the flow of water and create little lakes. It is in these calm waters that they build their homes. Beavers are close cousins to rats, squirrels, and muskrats. They may live in rivers, streams, and lakes, but they also spend time on land. There are only 2 species of beaver. The American beaver, or Castor canadensis, typically weighs 60 pounds and are 2 to 3 feet long. The tail adds another 8 to 12 inches to its length. Eurasian beavers, or Castor fiber, usually weigh from 30 to 75 pounds and are 2.5 to 4.5 feet long. Their tails are narrower, and their skulls are smaller than those of the American beaver. Beavers' stocky bodies and short legs are covered with thick brown fur. They use their small front legs to carry objects. Their hind legs are wide, and their toes are webbed, which helps them to swim. Their strong respiratory system allows them to hold their breath underwater for up to 15 minutes. Beavers are nocturnal and feed primarily on trees, using their strong jaws and powerful incisor teeth. They eat all parts of the tree, from buds, leaves, branches, and the layer beneath the bark. They work in groups to build their dams, while they pair off to build their homes, called burrows, with branches and mud. These dome-shaped burrows can be up to 5 feet high. Groundhogs are the largest member of the squirrel family, and likewise fall under the order of rodent. The scientific name of the groundhog is Marmot monox, and they are also commonly known as woodchucks. The fur of groundhogs can be yellowish, reddish, or brownish. Those living in colder regions tend to have thicker coats for warmth. Although they can swim and climb trees, groundhogs spend most of their time on the ground, or under it. Their complex burrow systems have more than one entrance and several tunnels leading to the rooms they use as nesting or bathing areas. When a groundhog senses danger, it emits a warning squeak, and all the groundhogs around it heed the alarm and hide in their holes. Domestic groundhogs can live more than 15 years, but in the wild, their lifespan is shorter. Groundhogs live in lands north of the equator. They are found in the United States, Canada, Europe, near the Alps, and in some areas north of the Himalayas in Asia. They make their homes in the plains, in mountain meadows, and at the edge of forests. They have bulky bodies that stretch 2 feet long, with their tail taking up about 1/3 of that length. They can weigh up to 11 pounds. There are some species of marmots that prefer to live alone. However, most are more social and live in colonies with many others, usually members of the same family. Groundhogs have strong legs and claws, made for digging in the ground. During the winter months, groundhogs take to their burrows to hibernate. Hibernation is a period of inactivity that can last for many weeks, during which they breathe slowly and their heart beats only a few times per minute. Their body temperature also drops almost to the freezing point. Hibernating groundhogs also do not eat anything during this period. They survive off the fat stored in their bodies, extracted from the herbs, vegetables, fruits, and grains consumed in summer and autumn. Like other animals of the squirrel family, they can sit upright and use their front paws as hands to hold food. Groundhogs mate in early spring, just after hibernation ends. Approximately 1 month later, the females give birth in their dens. Litters contain 4 to 5 pups that stay underground for their early life and surface at about 1 month old. Now let's turn to the cute, popular, and elusive squirrels, those acorn-munching rodents with long, furry tails. Squirrels are easy to spot in nearly every city in the world. They are part of the Squirrelidae family, which also includes the groundhog, the prairie dog, and many others. Squirrels live on all continents except Antarctica and Australia. As their name suggests, tree squirrels make their homes in trees. Ground squirrels live in holes under meadows, deserts, and fields. Their bodies can grow 15 to 20 inches long, with their tails adding an extra 6 to 10 inches to their length. They typically weigh about 1 to 1.5 pounds. The African pygmy squirrel is the world's smallest squirrel, measuring only 4.5 to 5.5 inches in total, and weighing only about half an ounce. The largest species are the giant squirrels of Asia. Weighing between 3 to 7 pounds, they have a body length of about 10 to 18 inches and a tail that's just as long. Squirrels are famous for their agility and fast movement. They can make great leaps between branches. Flying squirrels can glide because their feet have membranes, which can stretch out like wings. Squirrels have 4 large front teeth, and like other members of the rodent family, they grow throughout the animal's life and must be worn down with gnawing. Squirrels eat plants as well as fruits and tree bark. Many feed on large quantities of seeds and nuts. They often bury nuts like acorns or store them in a hole for later. Whether in the wild or in urban areas, squirrels are all around us, in our neighborhoods, and in some cases, they're even kept as pets. And with that, our journey has come to an end. See you next time on Animal DNA, where we humans decode all the secrets of our friends in the animal kingdom to learn more about them and a little bit more about ourselves, too.